In the flow chart, some parts of the hormones of pituitary gland are labeled. Identify and select the options of correct matching. So carefully look into the flow chart given here. Pituitary gland, adenohypophysis and neurohypophysis. I hope all of you know pituitary gland is called hypophysis. It is divided into two parts on the basis of origin, adenohypophysis and neurohypophysis. Adenohypophysis means anterior pituitary. Neurohypophysis means posterior pituitary. And here they have mentioned A and B. We have to identify what is this A and B. The A is the region that secretes E and F, responsible for ovulation and formation of milk. Then it must be pars distalis. A must be pars distalis, note down. And E responsible for ovulation, so it must be luteinizing hormone. F, formation of milk, it must be prolactin hormone, also called lactogenic hormone or luteotrophic hormone. Then B, responsible for skin pigmentation. Then remember that part is pars intermedia and the hormone is melanocyte stimulating hormone. Neurohypophysis, C and D they have given. C causes ejection of milk. Ejection of milk, oxytocin. Water reabsorption, vasopressin. Thereby option 3 is matching with it. So option 3 is the answer. Now we come to question number 45. Glucocorticoids like cortisols serve the following function except. Remember, when we talk about the adrenal gland, we recognize two regions. I hope all of you know adrenal gland is also called suprarenal gland as it is found on the superior part of the kidney. Adrenal cortex and adrenal medulla. Adrenal medulla secrete emergency hormones, what we call as, I hope all of you know, adrenaline or epinephrine and noradrenaline or norepinephrine. Whereas adrenal cortex is associated with secretion of glucocorticoids, mineralocorticoids and sex hormones. Here it relates to cortisol, that is glucocorticoids. Let us look into the options. Option 1, maintenance of cardiovascular system as well as kidney functions. I hope all of you know it is going to help in maintenance of cardiovascular system. Thereby it is not an exception except they have asked, that is an answer. That is not an answer. Promote the cellular uptake and utilization of amino acids. Yes, when you talk about uptake of amino acid, remember glucocorticoids or cortisol inhibit the uptake of amino acid and utilization to build the protein. So option 2 is the answer. Produce anti-inflammatory reaction and suppress immune response. That is the function of cortisol. Stimulate RBC production. Function of cortisol. I hope all of you remember RBC production when you talk about 3 hormones you have to remember. One is cortisols, glucocorticoids that is. Second one is erythropoietin of the kidney. And the third one is thyroid hormone, thyroxine. Now we move on to the next question. In papaya, some plant flowers do not fruit. These are. It's a good question. When you talk about plants like papaya, please remember they are unisexual plants. They are going to have male plants and female plants. Male plants are called as staminate plants. Female plants are called as pistillate plants. And if a plant is showing flowers but not going to bear the fruit, means it must be male papaya plant. So answer must be staminate. Now let us look into the options. Sterile plant, no, flowers are there. Staminodes, that is sterile male, no. Pistillate, female plant. Staminate, male plant. So option 4 is the answer. Next question. bamboo species flower only once in their lifetime, while Neela Kurinji flowers once in 12 years. This means, remember, if a plant flowers only once in its lifetime, it is called monocarpic. If it is going to flower many times, it is called polycarpic. In the statement says bamboo is going to flower only once in lifetime, that means it is monocarpic. And then Neela Kurinji, which is Strobilanthus kunthiana, flower once in 12 years. That means it is polycarpic. So option 1 is the answer. Now we move on to question number 48. In angiosperms, the number of male gametes produced in a pollen grain and the type of cell division is. I hope all of you know, pollen grain is developed from each cell of microspore tetrad. Microspore tetrad is a result of microsporogenesis due to meiosis. And in the pollen grain, 2 male gametes are produced from generative cells as a result of mitosis. So the answer is option 4, which says 2 and mitosis. Now we move on to the next question. The flowers pollinated by insects are usually provided with floral rewards. The floral reward offered by flowers of Amorphophallus to insect is. I hope all of you know, Amorphophallus is the tallest flower. Rafflesia is the largest flower. And here the moth is going to lay eggs. And thereby the answer is option 4, that is safe place for egg laying. The other example you should remember is yucca plant. Now we move on to question number 50. In artificial hybridization technique, following emasculation, flowers are packed. The correct reason is, remember, emasculation is nothing but destroying the maleness. After that, polythene cover is put, what we call as bagging, means to avoid pollination by contaminated pollen. So option 3, to prevent pollination by unwanted pollen, that is contamination. So option 3 is the answer. We come to the next question now. Read the statement A and B. Select the correct matching option. Statement A. Ovules mature into seeds and ovary develops into fruit. So option A is correct. Option B. Transformation of ovules into seeds precedes the transformation of ovary into fruit. I hope all of you know, the transformation of ovule and the seed are going to be occurring at the same time. So it is ovule into seeds, ovary into fruits occur simultaneously. Thereby statement B is incorrect. So the answer is option 3, which says statement A is correct, B is incorrect. Now we move to the question number 52. The correct order of passage of sperm from testis to outside is. I hope all of you know. Testes are going to have testicular tubules, which are going to be around 250, and each testicular tubules we are going to have 1 to 3 seminiferous tubules. So the passage we are talking about, then the answer must be from seminiferous tubules to rete testes to vas efferentia to epididymis to vas deferens to urethra to urethral meatus. So option 4 is the answer. Come to question number 53. The placenta is formed by, I hope all of you know, placenta is an organ formed by the tissue derived from both mother and the fetus. The tissue from the mother is the endometrium of the uterus. Specific part is decidia basalis. The fetus is chorionic villi. So option 2 is the answer, which says uterine tissue and chorionic villi. Now we come to question number 54. Here you find the terms and their meaning. Let me come to column 1. Menarche. I hope all of you know. Menarche refers to beginning of the menstruation, the first menstruation. So A matches with 5. Second, menopause. I hope all of you know the ending or cessation of menstrual event at the end of reproductive life of a woman. So menopause is matching with the first option, first one, that is cessation of menstruation at the end of reproductive life. Third, implantation. Dear friends, remember implantation also refers to, is also called nidation, attachment of embryo at early stage, that is blastocyst stage, to the uterus of the mother. And here the implantation is matching with embedding of blastocyst to uterine endometrium. So it is matching with that 4. Parturition, the process of birth of the child, or childbirth is called parturition. It matches with 2. Thereby the option 2 is matching. So it is the answer. Now we come to question number 55. Which one of the following is considered as ideal contraceptive for the female who want to delay pregnancy and or space children? So spacing method of contraception is use of intrauterine devices. So option 2 is the answer. Diaphragm, cervical caps and vaults are going to be used by the member of a couple when they don't want to go for conception at the time of that particular sexual act. Tubectomy is a surgical procedure adopted in female and which is going to be done as a final contraceptive method. Oral contraceptive pill such as Saheli. Remember, Saheli is very important. You have to remember that it is the non-hormonal, oral contraceptive. Now we come to question number 56. Which year the government of India legalized MTP? I hope all of you know. MTP refers to medical termination of pregnancy and it is in the year 1971. So option 3 is the answer. Remember, family planning was first adopted in the year 1951. After 10 years, that is 1961, it is called as reproductive health and child care because both the mother and the baby are important. We come to question number 57. Which statement is correct regarding phenylketonuria? Statement 1, genetic disease and the gene is autosomal dominant. Yes, we know phenylketonuria is a genetic disease and the gene is linked to the autosome. It is not dominant, it is recessive. Thereby option 1 is not an answer. Second says individual lack the enzyme required for breakdown of tyrosine. I hope all of you know the enzyme is phenylalanine hydroxylase and it is the one which is going to help in conversion of phenylalanine into tyrosine. Thereby option 2 is wrong. That is not our answer. Option 3, there is an increased reabsorption of phenylalanine and phenylpyruvic acid in the kidney. I hope all of you know phenylketonuria means the urine showing phenyl ketone bodies, that is phenylalanine and pyruvic acid. So even that is wrong. Last one, the gene is pleiotropic. Phenylketonuria, which is the autosomal linked recessive genetic disease, also causes more than one abnormalities. It is going to affect the mental development, causing loss of IQ. It also is going to cause the impairment of limb development. It also causes browning of hairs. Thereby, it is a pleiotropic gene. So, option 4 is the answer. We come to question number 58. In grasshoppers, if an egg is fertilized by a sperm having only a set of autosomes, then the offspring would be. I hope all of you know, in grasshopper we have XO type of sex determination, where the female grasshoppers are going to have 2 sets of autosomes with 2 X chromosomes, whereas the male grasshopper has 2 sets of autosomes and only 1 X chromosome. So, male grasshopper is going to produce 2 types of sperms, sperm with X chromosome and a set of autosomes, sperm with only a set of autosomes. The sperm with only a set of autosomes is on fertilizing the egg, which has a set of autosomes and X chromosome, result in XO condition. Naturally, it is male. So, option is 3. We come to question number 59. Which type of blood group is not expected in the offspring of a couple where both the members have co-dominant trait for ABO blood type? Dear friends, remember, co-dominant refers to AB blood group. If both the parents have AB blood group, then in their offspring we may come across AA condition, that is A group, BB condition, that is B group, AB condition, that is AB group. So, O blood group is not going to be seen in the offspring where the parents have AB blood group. So, option 4 is the answer. Now we come to question number 60. In anti-rhinum species, there are red, white and pink flowered plants. The traits are genetic. How many alleles control these traits? I hope all of you know. Pink flower inheritance is an example for incomplete dominance. And there are going to be 2 alleles, one for red color of the flower and other for white. When both the alleles come together, they fail to exhibit total dominance. Thereby we are going to see incomplete dominance. So here you find blending of character or traits, not blending of genes. So answer must be the 2 alleles. That is option 2. Now we come to question number 61. Theoretically, how many gyres of DNA helix a nucleosome contains? A good simple question. Already we know nucleosome is a unitary structure of eukaryotic chromosome made up of 200 base pairs with histone octamer. 200 base pair, and each gyre means 1 complete rotation which has 10 base pairs. So 200 divided by 10, that means we are going to find 20 gyres. So answer is 20, that is option 3. Now we move on to the next question. RNA is considered as first genetic material. The reason that favors this concept is, so remember, during origin of life, we always say RNA's role is very important. It served as a first genetic material because it served 2 functions. One, as the genetic material. Second, also as enzyme. When we talk about enzymes, we know most of the enzymes are proteins, whereas exception is RNA enzymes or ribozymes. So thereby the option 3 is the answer. It says it can act as both genetic material as well as a catalyst.